Hey everybody, hopefully you're keeping safe during this time. So today I wanted to kind of switch my current setup from my Shimoda Designs Action X50 camera bag to a new setup using this large DSLR core unit that I purchased on their Kickstarter. They did send me this bag for free initially before the Kickstarter, but they sent it with a medium DSLR core unit, which works really great, but I always use it in conjunction with a small core unit on top, as you can see right here. So I decided to purchase this one, switch it out inside the bag and see how all my gear will fit inside. Now, just initially starting out, these core unit, they come with a zippered pouch. I'm gonna take it out of the pouch. You can actually keep this zipper container, and I usually keep them to store miscellaneous items that I use in the top part of the bag. You can use them to put clothes, you can use them to put like a small cooking equipment like a jet boil, gas canister, cups if you're making coffee or something on the trail. They work really well for organizing your miscellaneous stuff, so I'm gonna put that aside. And this is how it looks just out of the bag when not set up. So you get all these dividers you can actually use to configure how you want it. Now, I'm gonna probably remove some of these to kind of fit my gear how I like it. But just initially, first thought, I can tell, but it seems kind of larger from the setup that I have here. Hopefully we'll see how much stuff this will fit compared to what I have here. So I'm just gonna take out my medium core unit here. I'm gonna start with a small one first. Now the small one here, I have in it my drone and my remote and 2 extra batteries inside. I'm gonna take that out. And then I'm gonna take out the medium core unit. This is the new medium DSLR core unit, like I said previously. Or maybe I didn't say. I'm just saying it again. So I've removed the medium core unit and the small core unit. Usually that's how I put them on top of each other. And as you can see, this is the part that I use for the side access that I insert through the sleeve. So right now I'm just gonna close that so the stuff doesn't fall out. And just by putting them side by side, you can see kind of roughly they look the same size. Let me see if I put them on top of each other, how they look. Well, they look like about the same size, I believe. So I'm gonna start switching and setting up this to fit all my gear here. Currently here I have my Sony a7R IV with a 16-35 lens, the GM master lens right here with the L bracket from 3-legged thing. And I have the 100-400 G master lens, telephoto lens that I use as well for, if I ever want to take some pictures of wildlife or some really nice shots compressed. And I have my set of leaf filters. I have about like 10 filters in here with the leaf filter holder. And I'm gonna put that aside. And I have a variable ND filter for the video camera, extra memory cards, Sony camera remote, extra batteries right here inside the sleeve, and some cleaning pens right here that sometimes I use for different sets. This is how it was set up before. As you can see, I removed a lot of the divider panels in this one. I'm gonna put that away. And I have 2 batteries for the drone right here. Even though I don't fly it as much, one lens cleaning cloth. The Mavic 2 Pro, which I have in the small core unit. All this stuff is in the small core unit. I have the remote right here for the drone. And I have extra propellers, because you never know, in the small pouch here. So I'm gonna remove that out of the way too. So right now I'm just gonna take all this gear that I have here on the table, assemble it to fit inside this. Probably I'm gonna have to remove some of the dividers to make it fit. Starting off, I'm gonna actually set up my camera to fit in this section right here, because I'd like to at least get access to my camera quick whenever I want to take a quick picture through the quick side access. But I want to be able to fit the camera either configuration. Either I have it with the 16-35 lens on or the 100-400 right here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these 2 right here, these 2 side access. Also, if you're looking to get this camera bag while I'm removing these, you can actually use a code Hage 10 and you get 10% off from their website. If you go on shimodadesigns.com and order their website, I'll put a link in the description of the video. But keep in mind, if you use the link in the description of the video, I do get a small commission if you do purchase through that link. But use the code Hage10 to get 10% off of your purchase of anything on their website. So right now I removed the two dividers here, which allows me to put this camera in here, and it fits nicely in here. And I left it this side because let's say if I do switch lenses to the 100 to 400, that was smooth, huh? So I put the 100 to 400 millimeter lens on, and with the camera, if I ever want to put that in here, it can fit right in as well inside the slot here, which fits perfectly actually. So I'm gonna switch lenses back to the 16 to 35 because I always use this lens 80% of the time. So this is my go-to lens, so I want to keep it on the camera. I'm gonna put that back in here, nice and snug. I took out the middle divider here, and I'm gonna use it to put the 100 to 400 lens inside this part, which just fits perfectly as well. As you can see right here, I have a camera with the 16 to 35 and a 100 to 400. And I have more space here to put stuff, so I'm gonna remove this middle one here, and I'm gonna just use that to put my filter holder and my filter pouch. So I have here the Lee filter pouch, has stored like 10 filters. So I'm gonna hand the Lee 100 holder. So I'm gonna see if that fits in here. Actually, the filter holder, it kind of sticks out of the bag, so it's always better to put it like this rather than like this inside the bag. So I'm gonna move this divider here. I'm just gonna move it up a bit so I can actually have room for my filter. Oh, that's perfect. And right now I have everything fitted really nicely in here. I have the camera set up in here with the 16 to 35 on a 100 to 400 here. I have my lens filter pouch and the filter holder and all my extra batteries, lens pen, remote, extra memory cards, and an ND variable ND filter for the video camera. What's left is to set up the drone and the extra batteries and the remote in the stop section here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the same setup as the other one. I'm gonna remove this middle part here, remove that out of the way, and remove this too. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of these dividers now and just kind of push it back a little bit just to have room for the drone to fit fully here. I'm gonna do that right now. Put the drone in first, and this way I can actually see how much fits perfectly in there, and then I can actually just put that back in once I know where I want it. Put the lens cleaning cloth, the two batteries in here, fitting perfectly, and the remote control. Put the extra control. There you go, everything fitting nicely in here. You can see. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out of the way, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert this inside the bag and show you how to set up for the side access, which is what I love about this bag and these new core units with the side access. Would have been easier to do this before. We're almost there. This would have been easier to do before filling it up, but we're almost there. And here we go. Great success. Fits in nicely, like a glove. So this is actually really cool that I fit all this gear inside. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you how to kind of set up the side access on this bag. It's on this side, so I'm gonna unzip this part, and this part comes with this sleeve here section to insert this part inside. So when you open, so I'm gonna unzip this. You can see now I have access to my camera here whenever I want to access it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna insert this part into here, inside, and you have a little Velcro here that you can actually just kind of Velcro this in place, and then when you close it, and when you open it, you get right away access to your camera, you know, and I have extra room if I have the camera with the 100 to 400 on. It's set up perfectly to what I need if I ever need to get my camera quick on the fly. So, and you have the access from here as well. As you can see at the moment, it's got everything inside set up nicely, organized, all I need to do what I do. Alright, thank you guys for following along with me. Hopefully it wasn't too long and too tedious. So if you have any questions about this bag or any questions about gear that I showed you, drop me a comment. Maybe I'll make another video about it, or I can answer it for you in the comments. And plus, if you're looking to switch to from your current setup to a new Shimoda design setup, you can use the link in my description and use the code Hage10 for 10% off. But keep in mind, if you do use that, I do get a small commission, you know, so I'll be helping to make more videos like that. So stay safe everybody, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. Also, one quick thing for my fellow vloggers out there, you can probably tell that I had no room inside the core unit to fit my video camera and mic. But for me, I always kind of keep my video camera on the strap here using the Peak Design capture clip, which fits nicely on the strap and allows me to access that camera really quickly whenever I want to film a quick scene here and there on the trail or when I'm out and about. But also, if I ever want to store it inside the bag, what I could do as one option is remove the filter holder here, the filter case and the filter holder, and put it in the top section of the bag, which has a lot of room to fit this kind of stuff, and use that instead to put the video camera here. So as you can see, currently I could fit everything I need, and I'm pretty happy with that. Well, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, cheers.